Ariel is on the line. Ariel's in Georgia. Hi, Ariel. Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Hey, guys. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Hey, Ariel. Sure. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. Okay. Hey, so I've been struggling with getting my meds right for my bipolar 2 disorder for about a year now. I'm working with a psychiatrist. I have addictive behaviors, and one of those that I can't seem to quite curb is my spending. I'm not putting us into more debt, but I'm definitely not helping us. We're in baby step number 2. Mm-hmm. We're currently hoarding money during the coronavirus, so we're trying to save as much as we can. Mm-hmm. But my question is, how do I help curb that need to spend so I'm not hindering us from getting out of debt as fast as we possibly can?
Mm-hmm. So what does this compulsion feel like? What does it look like for you?
I get real anxious. I feel like I need to buy something to fill a void.
Okay,
something along those lines.
So bipolar obviously has got a lot of history to it. It's probably one of the most diagnosed mental health issues in the country, and it's probably one of the most overdiagnosed mental health issues too. And bipolar 2 is notoriously challenging to regulate and to diagnose. How long have you been working with a psychiatrist?
Around a year now.
Okay. So what I would do, short of saying something that I would tell you that you may feel is unhelpful, which would be just stop, I would put some prohibitory behaviors in your world, right? I would put some blocks that are going to make it challenging for you. And that may mean having some rules about not getting on the computer, not purchasing things, giving over your debit card to your husband, putting people in your life that are going to prohibit you from that behavior, and more importantly, finding some alternative behaviors that are going to fill that anxiety gap for you. I love that you've already framed it that way, that you feel it rise up in you as this compulsion that you have to go do a thing. That means that you can come up with other behaviors that are more positive for you. And it may be like taking a walk, it may be going to exercise, it may be doing something nice for somebody, but it's finding a behavior that's going to give you that same dopamine hit that buying something is, but isn't going to hurt your family in this time of trying to save your money, right?
Yeah, Ariel, we've worked. I don't know anything near as much about this as John does, but I've ended up, as you might guess, over the 30 years of doing the financial crisis, I've ended up working with a bunch of bipolar folks over the years. And the good news that I've seen is the ones, and I can hear the way you're framing your sentences and the way your thought patterns are about this, that you're really making dramatic progress. Mm-hmm. And you're getting, you're happening to this situation more than it's happening to you now. And that's the beginning of healing. So congratulations. That's a hard fight you're in. And the way I would treat it if I were in your shoes or your husband's shoes is just say, this person, when you're in that manic state or whatever state it is that's causing you to spend, like John said, you've got to have some things around you, and it's okay. It's not saying that you are permanently disabled or something like that. It's okay to turn all the money over to him for a little while until you get the other side of this. I'll give you another example. I've worked with couples where one of them is addicted to cocaine. And there's 100% of cocaine addicts eventually are bankrupt unless they get healed of the cocaine, right? And so I just take the money away from that person while they're healing, and any controls, and treat them, and don't take this wrong, but to protect you from you and your family for a short period of time, I just treat them like they're a 4-year-old. And I just say, I'm going to take care of you, and that's your husband is going to do that, and you're going to turn the stuff over to him. You're doing that right now while you're rational, and then progressively and incrementally as you get control over these things, and I think you're close to that, just listening to you. I'm not a doc, okay, so that's not worth anything when I said that, but incrementally as you sense healing and sense control over these behaviors, then he starts returning elements, a debit card, a discussion about the budget, something that doesn't bring anxiety to you, and you participate gradually and incrementally more and more as you heal and get and you maybe some pharmacology that you get under control and you get balanced, and it takes a little while to do that. And but in other words, it's not forever. It's like you've been in a car wreck, and until you heal, you can't do this. That kind of a thing. That's the way I look at it from a practical standpoint. I don't know how that frames up with doc stuff, though. What do you think, John?
I think the fact that you're asking this question tells me, I think, Dave, you're right. You're down the road. Do you take your meds when you're up and down? Or do you have seasons where you...
every day.
Oh, good for you. I'm high-fiving you from... You're where in Georgia? High five to you here from Nashville. That's usually one of the bigger challenges. Folks quit taking their medication. So one thing that's going to be a gift to you is what I'll call a series of little wins. And so writing a letter to your husband or having a small note that says, I'm turning this over for this season is going to, not something he's taken from you, but something that you are giving to him is going to be a moment where you're going to have a little win here, that you're taking control of this. And then the next thing is going to be, and in place of this behavior, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to do something. I'm going to go for a walk when I feel that anxiety, when I know that feeling you're talking about, man. It just started wadding up in your chest there.
Yeah.
Good for you, Ariel.
Proud of you. You're doing good stuff. And
oh, that's good.
I predict a year from now you've got a completely different life. I think you're on that track. I really do. And so anything we're doing is just, again, it's like somebody's been in a car wreck. We give them time to heal. And a year from now, I got a friend of mine that was in a horrible car wreck, and she's at Christmas, and she's just now, down here close to May, is able to move and is ambulatory and all that. It takes a while to heal from an injury. And mental health is no different than physical health in that regard.
Right, and I would even say you don't have to have bipolar or a bad car wreck to say, in this season, I need to turn my computer off. Right, because I get extra stressed, and so then I watch too much Netflix, and then I stay up too late, and then I don't sleep well, and then I start looping, right? So I think all of us, whether you have a bipolar diagnosis or a car wreck or just a regular person walking down the street, all of us need to know, I need to get out of this behavior right now. I need to have an accountability partner. I need to turn this particular... I need to have someone ask me, do you really want that other bowl of ice cream, right? I need to have those checks and balances in my life. Good for you, Ariel.
That's very good. And it just, because, I looked up and, and I'm working. I'm at work every day. And I still looked up, and I gained 5 pounds.
Oh, man.
And I already was overweight. It's just not cool.
Dave,
and I told Sharon, and of course, my wife's a health nut, and so she's got like zero body fat, which is simultaneously wonderful since she's my wife, but also shaming, right?
Yeah, correct.
And so about a week and a half ago, I'd done 2 miles every morning. I had to go do something.
Good for you.
And, just waddle my little fat butt down the street. But yeah, but I'm doing it, And
I was walking up the stairs yesterday in my house. I went downstairs, did all my morning routine, hugged the kids, hugged my wife, and I was walking up the stairs mindlessly. This is like 8:30 in the morning with a bag of chips and some Easter candy, and I do this for a living. And it's Peeps. Like, oh my gosh, Peeps are CVS's cocaine, man. They just. But I thought, what are you doing? And so I asked my wife, I need you to step in and help me in this while I transition to
Sharon doesn't hestate to help in that regard, but because she just loves health food anyway. But oh my gosh, so but you know what's weird is instantly within 2 days of starting to do a 2 mile walk every morning, you feel better.
You feel better.
Your brain clears up, and you're not. This screen, because there's nothing on this screen that's helping me.
Nope. It's little wins.
There's
little wins.
200 emails that are helping probably, running the business here. But looking at this world on the screen all day long. It's
just going for a walk, right?
Go for a walk.
Beautiful.
Birds are out.